Have you ever noticed how life seems to get busier as we age, even when we're no longer working? Between family responsibilities, health concerns, and the natural ebb and flow of friendships, it's easy to find yourself feeling a bit disconnected. But here's the thing. Building a community after 60 isn't just possible. It's one of the most rewarding things you can do for your emotional and mental well-being. Hi there. I'm so glad you've joined me today because we're diving into a topic that touches the heart of what it means to live a fulfilling life, finding friends and building meaningful connections later in life. If you've ever felt like it's harder to make new friends now than it was decades ago, you're not alone. Many people in their 60s and beyond share this concern. But the good news is, it's never too late to expand your social circle and create a vibrant community around you. In this video, we'll explore practical ways to meet new people, nurture existing relationships, and build a support system that enriches your life. Whether you're naturally outgoing or more reserved, there are strategies that can work for you. Let's start with something that might feel familiar: reconnecting with old friends. Think back to the people you used to enjoy spending time with. Maybe it was a college roommate, a coworker from years ago, or a neighbor who moved away. Chances are, they'd love to hear from you too. Reaching out doesn't have to be complicated. A simple message saying, "I was thinking about you and wondered how you're doing," can reignite a connection. Social media platforms like Facebook or LinkedIn make it easier than ever to track down people from your past. But even a handwritten note or phone call can go a long way in rekindling those bonds. Now, let's talk about another powerful way to build community: joining groups or clubs. When I turned 60, I decided to try something completely new. I signed up for a local book club. At first, I wasn't sure if I'd fit in or if I'd even enjoy discussing books with strangers. But over time, those monthly meetings became one of my favorite parts of the month. Not only did I discover new authors and ideas, but I also formed friendships with people I might never have met otherwise. The beauty of joining a group is that it gives you a built-in reason to interact with others regularly. It could be a book club, a gardening group, a walking club, or even a volunteer organization. The key is to choose something that aligns with your interests, because shared passions are a natural foundation for friendship. And don't worry if you're not an expert. Most groups welcome members of all skill levels. What matters is showing up and being open to connecting with others. If structured groups aren't your style, consider exploring hobbies or activities that naturally bring people together. For example, taking a class at a community center or senior center is a fantastic way to meet like-minded individuals while learning something new. Whether it's painting, cooking, photography, or even Tai Chi, these settings provide opportunities to bond over common goals. Plus, classes often include breaks or social times where you can chat and get to know your classmates better. Another avenue worth exploring is faith-based communities. If spirituality plays a role in your life, attending services, Bible studies, or other religious gatherings can help you connect with people who share your values. Many churches, synagogues, mosques, and temples also host social events, service projects, or small groups that foster deeper relationships. Even if you're not particularly religious, these communities often welcome everyone and focus on kindness, compassion, and mutual support. Of course, technology has opened up entirely new ways to build connections, especially for those who may not have access to in-person activities. Online forums, virtual meetups, and social media groups dedicated to specific interests can introduce you to people from all over the world. For instance, platforms like Meetup.com allow you to find local or virtual groups centered around everything from hiking to crafting to language exchange. Similarly, apps like Bumble, BFF, or Stitch are designed specifically to help adults make platonic friendships. While digital interactions can't fully replace face-to-face connections, they're a great starting point, and sometimes online friendships evolve into real-life meetups. Before we move on, let's touch on an important aspect of building community: being intentional. Friendships rarely happen by accident. They require effort, consistency, and vulnerability. This might mean inviting someone for coffee after a group meeting, offering to carpool to an event, or simply asking thoughtful questions to show genuine interest in their lives. Small gestures can make a big difference in forming lasting bonds. Next, we'll dive into how volunteering can serve as a bridge to new friendships while also giving you a sense of purpose. Volunteering not only connects you with others who care about similar causes, but also allows you to contribute to something larger than yourself. From mentoring young adults to helping at animal shelters, there are countless ways to give back that also expand your social network. So stick around. We're just getting started on this journey to building a rich, supportive community that enhances every aspect of your life. If you've ever thought about volunteering but weren't sure where to start, let me tell you this: it's one of the most fulfilling ways to meet new people while making a difference in your community. Volunteering is like a 2-for-1 deal. You give your time and energy to causes you care about, and in return, you build relationships with others who share your passion for helping others. Let me share a story about my friend Margaret. After retiring, she felt like something was missing in her life. She had plenty of free time, but didn't know how to fill it in a way that felt meaningful. One day, she decided to volunteer at a local animal shelter. At first, she thought she'd just be cleaning cages and walking dogs. But what she found was so much more. Over time, Margaret became part of a tight-knit team of volunteers who supported each other, shared laughs, and bonded over their love for animals. Now, she says volunteering has given her not only purpose, but also some of the closest friendships she's ever had. The beauty of volunteering is that it connects you with people from all walks of life, people you might never have crossed paths with otherwise. Whether you're packing meals at a food bank, tutoring students, or organizing events for a nonprofit, these shared experiences create natural opportunities to talk, collaborate, and form bonds. And because everyone involved is working toward a common goal, there's often an instant sense of camaraderie that can blossom into deeper friendships. One of the best things about volunteering is its flexibility. There are countless organizations looking for help, and many offer roles tailored to different interests, schedules, and abilities. Love being outdoors? Consider joining a park cleanup crew or community garden project. Passionate about education? You could mentor young adults, lead workshops, or even teach a skill you've mastered over the years. If you're unsure where to begin, websites like Volunteer Match or Idealist can help you find opportunities in your area based on your preferences. For those who prefer virtual volunteering, there are plenty of remote options too. From transcribing historical documents to designing graphics for nonprofits, technology has made it easier than ever to contribute your talents without leaving home. Virtual volunteering is perfect for retirees who want to stay engaged but need flexibility due to health concerns, mobility issues, or personal commitments. Plus, many online volunteer teams communicate regularly through video calls or messaging apps, creating opportunities to connect with others despite the distance. Another benefit of volunteering is the sense of purpose it brings. Many retirees struggle with feelings of isolation or a lack of direction after leaving the workforce. Volunteering flips that script by reminding you that your skills, knowledge, and presence still matter. For example, if you spent decades as a teacher, imagine passing along your expertise to someone entering the profession today. Or if you've always been handy around the house, consider fixing up homes for families in need through programs like Habitat for Humanity. These acts of service not only brighten someone else's day, but also reinforce your own value in the process. And let's not forget about intergenerational volunteering, a growing trend that pairs seniors with younger generations for mutual learning and growth. Programs like Silver Sneakers or foster grandparent initiatives bring together retirees and kids or teens for activities ranging from reading sessions to arts and crafts projects. Not only do these interactions bridge generational gaps, but they also remind us that every age group has unique gifts to offer. Imagine teaching a child how to knit or hearing fresh perspectives from a teenager eager to learn about history. You'll likely walk away inspired and energized. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I'm not sure I'll fit in? Here's the truth. Most volunteer groups are incredibly welcoming, especially when they see your willingness to contribute. Start small. Commit to one shift or event and see how it feels. Chances are you'll quickly realize that everyone is there for the same reason, to make a positive impact. And once you've found a group that resonates with you, stick with it. Consistency is key to building trust and forming lasting connections. Before we move forward, let's also acknowledge that friendships don't always happen overnight. It takes time to get to know people and feel comfortable opening up. Be patient with yourself and others. Sometimes simply showing up regularly and being kind can lay the groundwork for meaningful relationships. Next, we'll explore another avenue for building community, pursuing hobbies and interests that naturally attract like-minded individuals. Whether it's joining a fitness class, attending art workshops, or participating in local events, engaging in activities you genuinely enjoy creates organic opportunities to meet new friends. So stay tuned. We're about to uncover even more ways to expand your social circle and enrich your life. Can you imagine discovering a new hobby that not only sparks joy, but also introduces you to lifelong friends? Engaging in activities you love is one of the easiest and most enjoyable ways to build a community after 60. When you surround yourself with people who share your passions, friendships often follow naturally. Take gardening, for instance. It's not just about planting flowers or growing vegetables. It's about creating a space where you can relax, reflect, and connect with others who appreciate the same tranquility. Many neighborhoods have community gardens where residents come together to cultivate plants, swap tips, and celebrate the fruits and veggies of their labor. Even if you don't have access to a communal plot, joining a local gardening club offers similar benefits. Sharing advice on soil types, pest control, or seasonal blooms fosters camaraderie among members. Fitness classes are another fantastic way to combine physical activity with social interaction. Have you ever considered trying yoga, tai chi, or water aerobics? These low-impact exercises are gentle on the body, yet highly effective for improving strength, balance, and flexibility. Better yet, they're often offered at senior centers, gyms, or community pools, attracting participants who are eager to stay active and chat between sessions. Imagine striking up conversations during cool-down stretches or exchanging encouragement during challenging poses. It's a great way to bond with others who prioritize their health. Artistic pursuits like painting, pottery, or photography also lend themselves beautifully to community building. Creative workshops provide a relaxed environment where you can express yourself, learn new techniques, and meet fellow enthusiasts. I recently attended a beginner's watercolor class at a local studio, and it was amazing how quickly strangers turned into acquaintances. By the end of the session, we were exchanging numbers and planning coffee dates to discuss our next projects. The shared experience of creating something, from scratchy brushstrokes to imperfect sculptures, breaks down barriers and opens doors to friendship. Music is another universal language that brings people together. Whether you're picking up an instrument for the first time or dusting off old skills, joining a choir, band, or ensemble allows you to collaborate with others in harmony, pun intended. Many communities host sing-alongs, jam sessions, or performances specifically for older adults, providing a supportive space to showcase talents and cheer each other on. Plus, music has a unique ability to evoke memories and emotions, sparking deep conversations that strengthen bonds. For those who prefer quieter, more introspective activities, book clubs or writing groups can be equally rewarding. Reading novels, memoirs, or poetry alongside others encourages thoughtful discussions and exposes you to diverse viewpoints. Writing groups, meanwhile, allow you to share your stories, poems, or essays in a nurturing setting. Both formats foster intellectual stimulation and emotional connection, helping you form friendships rooted in mutual respect and curiosity. Local events and festivals are another excellent opportunity to mingle with neighbors and discover shared interests. From farmers markets and craft fairs to holiday parades and cultural celebrations, these gatherings celebrate the unique character of your community. Strike up conversations with vendors, performers, or fellow attendees. You never know who might become a new friend. Some towns even organize Meet Your Neighbor events designed specifically to encourage connections among residents. Attending these events not only helps you feel more connected to your surroundings, but also reminds you that you're part of something bigger than yourself. Of course, travel can also play a role in expanding your social circle. Group trips, whether organized locally or abroad, introduce you to adventurers who share your wanderlust. Picture yourself exploring a national park, cruising down a scenic river, or touring historic landmarks alongside companions who appreciate the thrill of discovery as much as you do. Travel fosters teamwork, storytelling, and laughter, all ingredients for strong friendships. As we wrap up this section, remember that building a community isn't about forcing connections. It's about creating spaces where relationships can flourish organically. Whether you're tending to plants in a garden, stretching alongside classmates in yoga, or debating plot twists in a book club, the key is to show up authentically and embrace the journey. In our final part, we'll discuss practical tips for maintaining these newfound friendships and ensuring they stand the test of time. We'll also touch on the importance of self-care and setting boundaries to keep your social life balanced and fulfilling. So, stick around, we're almost there. Together, we'll ensure you leave this conversation feeling empowered to nurture a vibrant, supportive community that enhances every aspect of your life. Let's be honest, building new friendships is exciting, but maintaining them takes effort. It's easy to get caught up in the busyness of life, even during retirement, and unintentionally let those budding connections slip away. The good news? With a little intentionality and care, you can nurture your newfound friendships and ensure they grow stronger over time. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to keep connections alive is through regular communication. In today's world, staying in touch has never been easier or more varied. A quick phone call, text message, or email can go a long way in letting someone know you're thinking of them. For those who prefer face-to-face interaction, video calls via platforms like Zoom or FaceTime are a wonderful way to bridge distances and share a virtual coffee chat. Even sending a handwritten note or card adds a personal touch that shows you truly care. Now here's something I've learned over the years. Consistency matters. It's not about grand gestures every once in a while. It's about showing up regularly, even in small ways. Maybe it's scheduling a weekly walk with a friend from your fitness class, or setting aside time each month to meet up for lunch. These routines create a rhythm that keeps relationships steady and predictable, which is comforting as we age. Plus, knowing you have plans on the calendar gives you something to look forward to, a bright spot in your week. Another key aspect of nurturing friendships is being present when you're together. This means putting distractions aside and focusing on the person in front of you. Listen actively, ask thoughtful questions, and share stories that allow both of you to open up. Sometimes it's the quiet moments, the shared laughter over old memories, or the comfortable silences that deepen bonds more than anything else. Of course, friendships aren't just about taking, they're also about giving. Be mindful of how you can support your friends, whether it's offering a listening ear during tough times, celebrating their achievements, or simply being there when they need company. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, strengthen trust and reinforce the foundation of any relationship. And don't underestimate the power of reciprocity. When you invest in others, they're likely to reciprocate, creating a cycle of mutual care and appreciation. That said, it's equally important to set healthy boundaries. While building a community is fulfilling, it's crucial to protect your energy and prioritize your well-being. If you find yourself feeling stretched too thin, it's okay to say no or take a step back. True friends will understand and respect your limits. Remember, quality trumps quantity when it comes to relationships. It's better to have a few close, meaningful connections than a long list of acquaintances who don't truly enrich your life. Self-care plays a vital role in maintaining strong friendships too. When you take care of yourself, physically, emotionally, and mentally, you bring your best self to your relationships. This might mean getting enough rest, pursuing hobbies that recharge you, or seeking professional help if you're struggling with loneliness or anxiety. By prioritizing your own well-being, you'll have more energy and positivity to share with others. Finally, don't be afraid to embrace vulnerability. Authentic friendships thrive on honesty and openness. If you're going through a challenging time, share your feelings with trusted friends. They may surprise you with their empathy and support. Likewise, if you notice a friend seems distant or upset, reach out and let them know you're there for them. Vulnerability fosters deeper connections and reminds us that we're not alone in navigating life's ups and downs. As we conclude this conversation, I want to leave you with one last thought. Building a community after 60 isn't just about adding people to your life. It's about enriching your life with meaningful, supportive relationships. Whether you reconnect with old friends, join a group, volunteer, or explore new hobbies, every step you take brings you closer to creating a vibrant network that sustains and uplifts you. Thank you for joining me on this journey. My hope is that you leave this video feeling inspired and equipped to build a community that reflects your passions, values, and dreams. So take that first step. Reach out to someone, sign up for a class, or attend a local event. Your future self and your future friends will thank you. Until next time,